fish.
Yes, indeed. A tasty little fish. And that was a really slow take. Now this is an English rainbow trout, and this will possibly be one of those that they call triploids, which is a sterile fish. So it basically, it doesn't need to reproduce, it can just eat all year round. So they're fast growing, and that's what they do a lot of here in the UK with what they call put and take trout fishing. They stock them like so many places in the world. The trout have to be stocked. Here they can grow them quite big and they can stock them quite large. In the winter, like we are in the middle of English winter now, hard to believe folks, but it's the middle of February, you can get these taken all through the day. Now if this was the same fish in the summer, let's say June, July, you probably have your best chance first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening when they're feeding on natural insects. And a lot of game fish, they're called game fish because they've got the adipose fin, this tiny, I guess almost useless fin really. This is the tail fin or the caudal fin. But the adipose fin is normally used to signify or mark what they call in the UK a game fish. It's supposed to be a better fish than other species. I assure you, it's just a fish. If you want a real game fish, you would go for bonefish, jacks, permit, really blackfin tunas. You know, they would probably drag this guy all over the lake. But however, we're really pleased with this.
That's going to be a good cook-up.
So due to the bizarre policies of YouTube at the present time, we're not going to gut this fish. You're not even allowed to show people how to prepare fish. You can't gut them, you can't show anything. But of course, you know, in the supermarket it's just wrapped up. So what we're going to do, you can watch this. Mike's going to do an unlisted one, is it right?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is we are going to film this being gutted and filleted, and we are going to put it on the channel. It's just not going to go public. It's going to be in an unlisted video,
yep.
And you can find that in the description below now. So click that now if you want to see the gutting and filleting of this fish.
You've got to learn somewhere, guys, because if you're out in the wild, it doesn't turn up and fall in your lap in a plastic bag, does it? You know, with a price ticket on it. They come like this. Ooh. Slow retrieve?
Very slow retrieve, yeah. We switched rods, guys. I gave Dad my rod to have a go with. And we've figured it down to the fly now, we reckon, don't we? We reckon it's the actual fly. Because I've been using a blue, what is it, a damsel?
Blue flash damsel, I think it is.
Blue flash damsel. Well, it's got to be the fly, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think the colour of the fly, it's a brown, I think it's a small dog nobbler they call it. So it's got brown in the colour. And that seems to have made a difference. Small rainbow, nice fish.
Small one, but let's have a look at him. He's absolutely nipped at that fly there, just in the corner. Just there. Nothing better, guys, than catching your own food. Fresh.
You in? See if I can get one. On again. Nice.
Yep.
You on?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll get the camera to
Guys, we've got a double whammy.
This is a way to do it.
Oh, TAT.
This is what you call totally awesome father and son fishing.
That really is, isn't it? You've got a blue there, Dad.
I think it's Dameron blue, but you know what's even better? It's bigger than my son's.
You've got the bigger
I'll
trout.
show the people those. Show them
Okay.
the last quick one.
There we go. Father and son
Good
trout
ones.
fishing. Awesome. That's a lovely blue trout. Dameron
Beautiful,
blue.
absolutely beautiful.
Awesome.
Great.
Guys, we're back in the lodge. The weather has completely changed. We've had an absolute downpour. Standard English weather, really, isn't it?
Pretty much what we get all the time.
But luckily enough, in the lodge we've got a wood burner over at the back here, a little bar there as well. It's a nice little fishing lodge they have here at Rockbourne. So we thought we'd take this opportunity to basically show you the tackle that we're using, because it's quite specific gear. Fly fishing is a very niche kind of fishing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You've got some people use bait casting rods, spinning rods, and listen, they try to say fly fishing. Oh, it's better. No, it's not better. It's just a different way of catching fish.
It's a very
more traditional way of catching fish.
So I'm using a 9'6", you reckon?
That's 9'6", yes.
This is a 7/8 fly rod, 7/8 weight. There's the fly reel there. This is floating line, this pink line, lovely and pink. And the fly that I've been using is a weighted nymph.
Like a big giant damsel.
If I can focus the camera. Yeah, it's like a big damsel fly. You can see it.
Fly, yeah, gold head, bead head on the top, on the front to sink it.
Yeah, so we've needed that, haven't we, to sink today? Because they're quite deep down, the trout that we did catch today. What have you got there?
I've got what's called an intermediate. Now, when Mike talks about the weight, don't forget there's no casting weight.
Yeah.
This is for the people that are beginners and just taking up fishing. Probably fly fishing is the hardest one to start at. So we start at the top and go downhill rapidly. No, it's great fun to do. You can get a lot of enjoyment out of the actual casting itself. Once you actually get into the swing of things, you learn it. But you've got to get the fly out there. There's no spinner, no lure, no bait, no lead, no weight, nothing. The weight is the density, I'm going to describe it, of the line, isn't it? The fly line.
The line itself.
So this would be matching the rod. So it would say it's a 7/8 weight rod. This would be the same. This will be a 7 to 8 weight. Sometimes you go 8 to 9 weight line, and that's the sort of density of it. It can be sinking, it can be intermediate, which this is what we call intermediate, or neutral density they call it, which means you can put grease on it, it will float. You can degrease it, it will sink very slowly. Really, the only other thing you need is about the length of your rod of a clear nylon line.
I've got it on mine here.
Mike's got it there.
You can just see against the black of my jacket. And that's what's the breaking strain on that?
That'd be
probably
6 pound nylon.
So that goes directly to the fly, and usually with what, a needle knot? What's called a needle knot?
Yeah, it's a needle knot. You can look at our Totally Awesome Fishing site. We've got 2 big films up on how to tie knots. Go through the playlist, check it out. That's what it's there for. Help people out fishing.
I'll pop a link, guys, up in the corner to that on basically really good beginner's tips on knots.
And it does you for all types of fishing, sea fishing, freshwater fishing regularly.
Now,
and
this is the part probably all the other guys are wanting to know what's in the fly box.
So here you've got, we'd almost call lures. They're large fish-like, sparkly imitations of small fish, or very large nymphs. That could be a nymph there, could be a nymph there. You also get a lot of, if you move that one across there, you can see down in this corner what we would call more of a traditional pattern, trout flies. But these are small ones. You'd use these more possibly in the summer, when the fish are actually taking nymphs like this, little insects rising from the lake bed or the river bed to the surface. These will be coming under, really the term of lures, but it looks huge, but when it gets wet, that all goes down. I just wet it like that. Can't beat a good bit of spit, can you? Look how that shuts down. So you've got the bead head there, you've got a belly of wool there, and some white marabou with a little bit of green tassel in there, and that's what I think turns the fish on. That little bit of flash there, a little bit of sparkle in the water, and that will pulsate through the water. So that's another type of fly. You've got ones that imitate fish on the surface. This is called a muddler. This is a pearly muddler that's got clipped deer hair on the head. Now deer hair, I think they call it the follicles, are full of air, so they float. So this is done by a fly tire, and that definitely floats on the surface. So when you retrieve it, it skates across the surface. So you can see, look, there's a huge range of flies here, right down to ones like that, which is basically, look, a bare hook. And there is actually a fly called the Oliver Kite bare hook nymph, which is basically just a whipping or ribbing of copper up here, copper wire. And in the summer, when the trout are hard, trust me, it's absolutely deadly. Finally, all you need is something to scoop that trout out with before you can bang it on the head and take it to your frying pan. And that is a landing net. This is a folding one. It locks up here like this. It can also be twisted and extended like this. So when you get those extra places you can't get down the bank to, you can extend it, get the fish. And of course, when it closes up like this, you fold it up. You might notice there's a little clip there, and that's a belt loop clip, so it goes on your hip. Clip it to your belt, you could just walk around, because trust me, a lot of trout fishing, especially in England, is mobile. Keep on the move.
So from one cabin here, we believe this is a Norwegian built cabin, this one, this lodge. From one cabin to the next, we're off to the Pallet cabin.
Not quite the same, is it?
Yeah,
Not quite the same.
Slightly different scale.
Yeah.
Where we're going to cook up some trout a couple of different ways on our little wood burning stove.
The moment of truth.
She's a beast. Oh, bang on 4, I'd say. 4 pounds.
I'll take that all day long.
That's a cracker, yeah, nice one.
Come you adolescent morning, longest day born anew, a cup of sorrow.
We're going to get home now, fillet this guy. And what I've done, I've bought a cooler here. All you guys know about coolers. And I've got one of these ice bricks. This is called a cool pack. Just keep it in there, keep it chilled. And then we can get back to the totally awesome kitchen, get ourselves some fishing knives and get cleaning.
Cause I'd do anything for me. You get me up and get me through. As the seasons fade, I'll come back someday. As the seasons will fade, I will come back someday.
Well, it's not going to take more than a few minutes to cook a fish like this because they're not really chunky, great big fillets. You know, even off a 4 pound rainbow, and we got the other fillets to have. A nice size, plenty of meat there for everybody.
Good size, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a good size, and really I'm getting to the stage where I turn it. You really, with fish, you only want to cook one side and then turn it once because it probably will end up. Our eggs are still cooking here.
So what is in that one, Dad? Just
We got like refried mashed potatoes, and the wife put some grated cheese in there for us, and on top of that, maybe I should have salt and peppered that while I was cooking it, and then we got the eggs in there, sort of scrambled them and mixed it all up together. So it's trout, scrambled mashed potato, cheesy, everything, but we'll survive, and we will be here hopefully tomorrow. It's good to me. I'll tell you what, it smells nice. It smells nice. Well, it would be literally hours old. I'll put the fish on there. We've only got small plates.
Yeah, these look like Mum's best plates, Dad.
Don't tell her, don't tell her. I couldn't find the plastic ones, I just grabbed the first ones. First ones that came to hand. So we'll have to eat on 2 different plates there. A little bit of lemon juice on there, shaken on the, well, most of it went on the cabin actually. We'll finish off with our scrambled everything.
Yeah.
It's still cooking. We've got a side order. That fish is good.
That is really good.
Just watch the bones.
Yeah.
He was not filleted by an expert. No, that's cooked.
That's nice.
He's going for the experiment.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Mum's recipe. Mum's recipes
Yeah.
are always the best. I have to say that.
Nice bird noise out there, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all good boys.
Spring will be coming. Not long. Another month and a half. This is a Mum's special homemade pan au chocolat.
Yeah.
She's done a good job there, hasn't she?
Yeah, it's all right. And it's had in the dying embers of the fire. What's it had? 3 minutes in that oven?
If that, yeah, probably 2.5 minutes just to warm it up. But yeah, that's nice and hot now. That's burning my hands. So I hope you enjoyed that catch and cook special. We've done quite a few catch and cook videos, haven't we?
Absolutely, yeah. Quite a few trouts, and I think we had sea fish as well.
We've done quite a lot of the bushcraft camps. So we did a real good one. Was the spit roast tiger trout that we did, wasn't it? That was really good. Check that out. I'll put links to quite a few catch and cook videos that we've done. Well, we've been doing them years now in the show more section below. Also, be sure to check out. You've obviously this is a bit more of a fishing episode. Be sure to check out Dad's YouTube channel called TA Fishing, which is like our sister channel, and that's completely fishing related. It's all tips on fishing for beginners. We do saltwater fishing, freshwater fishing, lure fishing, bait fishing, fly fishing like we've done today. Loads, haven't we?
Shark fishing, everything.
Yeah, sharks. Yeah. It's really good. So go and check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. We've had a really good day. It's a lovely day now. It's turned into a lovely day. So we're going to probably head back, let the stove burn out, and then get planning the next episode.
I think so. I've got a couple of ideas in my head. We even talked about what we're going to change something outside a little bit.
Yeah, we've got more Pallet cabin episodes coming as well. We've got some ideas that we're going to do, so keep an eye out for that, those of you that have been following the Pallet cabin series. Well, again, if you want to see how this is all built, there's a whole playlist on it called the Off-Grid Pallet with Cabin Build or something, and that's in the, I'll pop a link to that in the show more section as well. And we do actually listen to some of those comments. Yeah, we've incorporated some that people have said to us. Subscriber suggestions. Yeah, do send them over, guys. We really appreciate it. My suggestion is, how do I get rid of this bad throat and cold and man flu that Michael forced me to have? I hope I don't. Made me go fishing. He forced me to go fishing. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you soon in the next video.